the second function is, the second argument is a character that we will stop ignoring at. So basically, what happens is stdsyn.ignore is called, and it will chuck out all the characters either until it reaches the limit we've passed in this parameter, or until it reaches the character we passed here. So what's going to happen is stdsyn.ignore in this case will carry on ignoring characters either until it reaches the maximum stream size. You can see here std numeric limits std stream size max, so the maximum limit for the buffer, or until it reaches a new line character. So whichever it reaches first, it will stop ignoring then. Okay, so while syn doesn't have the correct type of input, clear syn and ignore every character, either every character or every character until a new line. Then once we actually have our answer, we still press the enter key to submit the answer, even if it's the correct form of an answer. If it's a legitimate integer, we still have that trailing character. So again, after the while loop, we're just going to clear syn with exactly the same. Sorry, we're going to ignore syn, not clear it, because it hasn't gone into the fail state. It's still in a good state. We're just going to ignore the trailing new line or whatever characters are trailing, with the exact same call to the function that we use inside the while loop. And then we're just going to return the integer. And this works really nicely. Let's give it a shot. The first test I'm going to show you guys is the putting in the wrong type of input, so characters. Okay, there you can see, rather than immediately closing the program, it's just gone to the next run of the while loop, and because it's cleared syn and it's ignored all those characters. Now, secondly, if I put in a number that's too big, it will again, it will go into that fail state, but it will be cleared and it will ignore. And finally, if I put in a number that's okay, like that, it will just output it, because I've got an output statement here, and then this is just the program hold, and if I enter anything in there, enter program, there we go. So, really simple to understand way of getting safe input with syn. One thing that's also good to know is how to limit the size of, or the amount of input you want. And again, we can do that in either the get or the getLine function. We can just say, in this case it will be temp, and then a number of characters we want to allow the user to input. The reason I'm not doing that here is because we have to use character buffers. We have to use, not character buffers, character arrays when using the get or getLine function. We can't supply integers as the thing to input the keyboard presses into. We have to use character arrays, and I don't want to. Well, actually, I'm not going to get into it this tutorial. I'm going to get into it next tutorial. So maybe I'll have a little thing on using getLine and then converting it. But basically, what I mean is I don't want to right now talk about converting values from a character or a string into an integer, and likewise. So leave that till next tutorial. Anyway, guys, over and out.